interested. Interested it again. I'm watching. I see exactly what you're doing.
Huh?
I said I'm seeing exactly what you're doing. Hey everybody, Massachusetts Prepper here. Today we're doing a little bit of a review on another Glock. This is the Glock 30 and 45 ACP. Now, as you can see, this is what Glock calls their compact in 45 ACP. When I put this gun in my hand, you can see that it does pretty much fill up my entire hand. So, I mean, it's not a bad sized gun, but it is what Glock calls their compact. Now, just so you'll know, it is empty. Nothing in the magazine or in the chamber. The gun has been safety checked. Now, the Glock 30 and 45 ACP has one of my favorite guns in this same size, which is the Glock 29 in 10mm. The guns are virtually the exact same dimensions. The only thing that's different is the slide and barrel. Now, as with all Glocks, we have the trigger safety on them. This is a Gen 3, as you can tell by the handles, the stippling or lack thereof on the side. But some nice, stippling on the back and in the finger grooves. You do get a nice purchase in this gun. All 3 fingers on the gun, nice thumb rest, just overall nice feel on this weapon. Now the Glock 30 is a semi-automatic handgun and 45 ACP, has a barrel length of 3.78 inches, and it does hold 10 rounds of 45 ACP. Now this is a safe action trigger system, as I pointed out on the trigger, and has a firing pin and drop safety. There are fixed sights on this gun, and as you can see, the sights are quite well done. Get a very good sight picture with this firearm. Now, it does have a scratch and corrosion resistant finish, and it is in a non-glare finish as well. The frame is polymer. It does have a cold hammered Tenifer coated barrel. There is a loaded chamber indicator, and the grip angle is 105 degrees for those that are interested in those things. Now this gun does weigh in at a hefty 23.99 ounces empty. So you're definitely going to know you've got this in your waistband or on your hip, unless you have a very good in the waistband holster. And I would recommend investing in a very good holster to carry this gun. Overall, the shooting of this firearm was phenomenal. This was my first time getting to shoot the Glock 30, and I gotta say it was an absolute pleasure to shoot in 45 ACP. The recoil was extremely manageable. Nothing that was bone jarring, as in maybe some of the lighter 45s on the market. Just a real pleasure to shoot. Mrs. MP was able to shoot this gun flawlessly, put together some nice groupings, and you're going to see the video on that as well. One of the nice features, the serrations on the slide gives ample grip to really, you know, come back with this. This has a pretty aggressive slide. Okay, if you're a smaller person, you may find that you really need to shove the gun forward instead of pulling back on the slide. The grooves in here, they're not super aggressive, but they're adequate. So if you're pulling that back just by the slide, there's no problem. However you want to do it, there really is no problem. But if you're a smaller person, since the spring is quite stiff, you may want to push the firearm forward instead of pulling the slide back. As I said, the sight picture, looking down the sight, very nice sight picture on this particular firearm. You do have the, you know, the rail for attachments. So all in all, very, very nice gun. And me being a Glock fan, I just found this gun to be a pleasure to shoot. Now, as with all Glocks, we'll check it, make sure it's empty. We'll pull the trigger, just pull back on the slide just a little bit, and she pulls right apart. No issues whatsoever. Field stripping the Glock is always a pleasure. And putting them back together isn't much different. They go right back together just the way they come apart. Now, what I do like is on this particular Glock, the releases right here are exaggerated, as you can see, or may not be able to see. They stick out quite a bit more, so you can really get in there and break this gun down pretty effortlessly. So I like that, and I think this may be something that my sponsor, who has made it possible for this review, has probably added onto this gun as an extra. I'm not sure that came that way. And that sponsor is Tom Decker at Pete's Gun Shop in Adams, Massachusetts. Now, they have a full gunsmithing service there, as well as a color coding and slide. Well, they do a complete line of color coding on polymer handguns, and they also provide a service of completely redoing the slides to make them look brand new. So if that's something that you're interested in having done to one of your guns, by all means contact them. The information will be, you know, down here, and you'll be able to talk to them, and their prices are really, really reasonable on getting these services done. So again, thanks to Pete's Gun Shop for making this review on the Glock 30 and 45 ACP possible. And if you're interested in a new or used gun, make sure you give them a call and see if they can help you, and mention the Massachusetts Prepper, and there just might be a discount in there for you. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Tom Decker at Pete's Gun Shop, for providing all the handguns that you'll be seeing in this upcoming series. All their contact information will be provided below, and if you contact them and mention Massachusetts Prepper at the time of purchasing a gun, I'm sure there's going to be a discount in it for you. We are the Massachusetts Preppers.
Will you survive what comes your way?
We sure hope so.
Take care, all.